Yo, K White, what's happening, bro?
What's up, bro? What's up with it, big homie?
Man, I see we back at it, huh?
Man, we had to.
It's been a little minute since you've been on the podcast, and you know you done grown a whole lot.
Well, man, I've been out in the wilderness,
You've been
man.
in the
Anybody that seen the first one, they say I was smooth face. Now I got more, as they say, knowledge and wisdom showing now.
yeah. You definitely got that old man going right now, man. I'm proud of you too, cause when you first got out, you started trying to act like a YN.
Now I'm an ON, man. I'm an ON.
No, you at first you was a YN. You was
No, man, I can never be a YN, man.
You had the ripped jeans. You still got ripped jeans on. They can't see them, but I can. You got the ripped jeans. You had you tried to eat every restaurant that you could. You
Well,
had
my
to.
nigga, bro, I did, a million years. So I'm like a kid in a candy store. Seeing
Yeah,
all these restaurants, all this different types of food.
yeah.
Man, I ate Mediterranean food, Asian food, Habuka food, Tabuka food. I had all different types of food, oxtails and soul food. It used to be neck bones where I left the world, but oxtails is the thing now.
Yeah, you was definitely eating, bro, and I was laughing because I just watched you go through like two trimesters, and then I had to let you know, like, hey, bro, hey, dog, you starting to look a little pregnant, my man. You got to slow down on them sodas and the.
Well, thanks to my mama, with her organic pills and food and all those stuff, to her and my cousin KK. Hey, Kate gave me some pills for natural, like dewormers, because they say worms off in your body you don't even know. It's like when you yawn or open your mouth or grit your teeth, so say there's some worms in your body. But I started taking them pills and shit.
That's how the pot belly went away. Yeah. Well, I see you, man. You out here skinny stuff now, boy. I see you.
But I'm picking back up though, man, because I'm eating good. I got a lady that like to go to restaurants too. Shit.
Don't try to blame it on her,
Yeah,
bro.
she's a seafood eater too.
That's all you. But man, let's jump right into it, man. We're not even gonna waste no time. Let's jump right into it, bro. Um, what's been good since you've been out? You got your barber's license now. And when we did the last interview, you was in the process of getting your license
Got
now.
them, bro. I've been chopping. I'm so proud of them license. I've been chopping, bro.
Yeah,
12 hours a day.
man. Talk about that. Talk about the process of getting your license, and like for somebody that's incarcerated, right? Trying to get their barber
You
license.
got to have your mind made up, bro. When I got out within 3, I got out on the 3rd, which was Wednesday. By the time the 5th rolled around that Friday, I had called 3 different barber schools. They said, Paul Mitchell, everybody tell me not Paul Mitchell, this, that, and other. But I already had my mind made up Paul Mitchell. Because when I say the best 3 schools, Paul Mitchell was at the top. But I went in, mind focused doing it, but I learned something totally different than cracking up the Clippers, bro.
Yeah, nah. But we covered all of that in that first interview.
Right.
So
So
everybody.
now I was just breaking down, getting short. This some to those that did see the first interview, they're looking at this interview now. When I got out, I got my license. Well, I didn't get my license. I graduated from school. I went from walking down Penitentiary Hallways, walk across to SMU Stadium as a graduate. You know what I'm saying? I was proud of that. Then I got off went into a barber shop, last 12 weeks. Things occurred, this, that, and the other. I moved, was never there for me anyway, because my gut feeling, I never felt at ease there. So I was fortunate enough to come to All Star, which is on College Street. And them dudes in corporate, they had locked in where they wouldn't accept no more barbers at all. But they allowed me in, bro. That was 2 years ago. Well, basically almost 2 years ago. December the 19th, make 2 years for sure. And I've
Yeah,
been there. I've been putting in 12 hours every day, 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. 12 hours, 7 to 7, man. And I'm going to tell you straight up, man, my skills have got better. It's totally different from cutting a person hair getting ready for visitation and cutting a person hair that's going to school and cutting the dude hair that's going to the club getting chose or cutting the dude hair that's making a signing a contract.
you know. Talk to me a little bit about this. I got a question for you, man. I know you personally, so I know the answer to this, but I want the world to hear the answer to this. How hard has it been for you adapting to society after serving 31 years in prison?
Shit, bro, I'm tell you like this. It's best way I can sum it up to anybody that's following religions or whatever. It's 500 years in the Bible missing. I got 31 years of my life missing. And the difference is, I was alive, but not alive. If I'm saying it right, if I'm breaking it down right, to people where a person can understand it. I spent 31 years in a confined institution. So my adjustment and adapting, like my first reality check came 30 seconds being released. When a woman came on the navigation system, talking about it's an object in the middle of the road. It was a white woman. Ain't nobody up in the cupboard. My partner, his wife, and me. I was like, who is that? He started laughing. Then I realized just how advanced the car is, how advanced life is, and how far behind that I really was in life. My life been to this point from February of 2023 to now, 2025, my life been equivalent to putting clothes in the laundry. You know how you go pick through them clothes and you got the jeans, you think you got all your jeans sorted out, you put your jeans in the wash, you take them out the wash, you put them in the dryer. When the clothes dry, you pull them out the dryer, you got shirts, drawers, socks, everything mixed in the jeans that you separated yourself personally. You got to figure out how the hell these other clothes got mixed up in the jeans. That's how my life is, bro.
What let's talk about this a little bit because we didn't cover this on the last podcast. Talk to me about how many years you originally got and that moment in the courtroom that you had that got you additional years.
Well, I initially got 99-year sentence. The courtroom, I got 5 3-year sentence, which is equivalent to 15 years. 15 years got ran with the 99 years, which is equivalent to a life sentence, which made my total 114 years. You know, so in my outburst in the courtroom, I was trying to figure out how they go from finding me not guilty to want to give me 5 years to 10 years. I was asking how did they go from there to give me 99-year life sentence. And at this time, a bailiff, he came by and grabbed me my neck, and I blanked out. I blanked straight out. It was like, I can't even explain it. Only thing I know when I come to, shit, I was packed up. They scuffed me up, folded me up. And I see the world again, the streets again in 2023.
You was how old when you went in?
19,
19 years old?
19, 20. 'Cause I got locked up at 17. So I went to the pen, I was like 19.
Talk about that moment that, that judge was really trying to wash you and you had to stand there and face that judge and look at that judge and just tell the people what was that emotion? How did you feel
Well,
in
I
that
told the
moment?
judge I was about to suck my dick and pull my dick out on him in the courtroom during the docket call. Judge Bill Burdock. I said, bitch ass crack, why you keep calling me out my cell? No, you ain't ready to run no trial. Just say, eat my dick and pull my dick out of trial on him. Well, it wasn't trial during the court hearing. I ain't never seen a white boy turn black.
And you got body slammed for that, huh?
I didn't get body slammed for it. Bailiffs ran to me, jacked me up, put the handcuffs on me. And after that moment there, they never called me back up by myself from the jail. They just wanted to have my lawyers present for every docket call. I never seen him again till it was time for an actual trial after that outburst in court.
Mm. Let's talk about some of the stuff, man, that, we see a lot of prison stories on YouTube right now. And when you reached out to me, you said the first interview was great, but let's go a little bit deeper and let's talk a little bit more. Tell me, tell me and the people listening, man, what was some of the stuff that you had to endure and deal with inside of them walls?
Shit. I mean, the people had to clean their own blood up.
Nah, you gotta give me more than that. You just can't tell me they have to clean their own blood up, brother. Like, what
Man,
did you see? Like, what was like every day we hear it call it gladiator school. You know what I mean? So
I seen survival, bro. I looked and seen where I didn't want to go through, where I refused to go through, bro. You know what I'm saying? My first experience let me know the penitentiary was real. This dude, Meatloaf, Fort Worth, Dallas, and Houston had it. We used to go to war against each other. The Houston nigga want to show how hard they is, so they dislike people by the Metroplex. So they used to have what they call Freaky Friday on a Friday night. I hit the unit. And my first day, my partner, little Robert Ryan, he one of the gang leaders of Fort Worth. And we was there, him, Low Down, White Wolf was there. They was telling, we was looking at my picture, they was like, man. I said, man, they said, man, the end. I said, I'm finna go in. They said, no, man, you can't go in. I said, man, I was tired. I've been on chain bus and everything. So I said, man, they said, man, you can't go in, nigga. I like, now the fuck you gonna tell me I can't go in? So I seen the look in their eyes. I knew it was a reason why they were telling me I couldn't go in. So we stayed out. Nigga said, oh, you hoes, you know what time it is. And they left to their room. The people that call themselves a hoe, whatever, consider themselves a hoe, fell in that whole category. And so they went to matching up fights. I seen this dude, Meatloaf, was a little short, running back built dude. This dude out of Houston was tall. They was fighting hard. The dude, he hit Meatloaf. Meatloaf stood back, shook it off. He come back. Meatloaf hit him with an uppercut that knocked the man eye out of his head. Literally wasn't nothing holding his eye out of his head, but his nerves. I knew I was in the penitentiary then. I made my mind up right then and there. I'm going to kill me a nigga before I goddamn let a nigga beat me like that. So they kept a fight. Meatloaf knocked that dude out. And he knocked him out. He rolled him up, put him on his bed, and put his finger in his ass. And rolled his finger across the dude's nose. And when the dude came to, he didn't say nothing about his eye. He said, man, why you do me like that, man? You didn't have to do me like that, bro. This man was not talking about his eye. This was on a Friday. Monday, I went and bought me a $250 typewriter. It made me two shanks. Because I refused to let a man do me like that. And I asked him, we were playing basketball. I said, say, man. I told him, I said, nigga, you ever do me like that? I'm going to kill you. He said, nigga, don't ever put yourself in no position like that for me to do you like that. Fuck that nigga. He out of Houston.
Hmm. Yeah, it's crazy, man, that you got to see this all at a young age, and you probably was not as big as everybody, going
Nah,
into it.
bro, I pretty much, I ain't never been a dude of size. I always been slim,
Yeah.
small built. But, I'm a big nigga. God put me in this little bitty body.
Oh, you know, I know when people come into prison for the first time, they always, meet people and people kind of welcome you in and kind of give you the ropes. Who was that person that kind of looked out for you in the beginning when you?
Shit, ain't nobody looked out for me, bro. I got my game in the county jail. I started learning in the county jail because I already knew I was coming to the penitentiary. So I started asking questions.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's something I don't do because I was in a position where I can watch and see what's happening. So I had to ask questions of the dudes that went down there. They already been to the penitentiary. And the first question I asked, what was going on? Dude said they shooting that. I said, no, man, what's going on, man? The women, what's going on? And he broke it down and gave it to me. He said, do you know the country game? I didn't understand the country game. He asked what you would have, a woman from the city, a woman from the country. I said, a woman from the city. He started laughing. This lasted about 8, 9 months. I'm asking him every day about it. He's asking me how I figure out the country game. I'm asking, what is the country game? Then one day he asked me, he said, man, where every unit in Texas built it or in the world? I said, in the country. He said, exactly. I said, and he told me, he said, if a woman got show him enough to keep a nigga locked up in a prison system, and he make him rack up at her begging call, you don't think she's slicker than the city woman? I thought about that. And it added up and it made a whole bunch of sense.
Man, it sounds like it's a lot of mental games in prison.
It is mental. If you ain't mentally strong, you gonna mentally fall. That's the reason why they say the weak get preyed upon and the strong get stronger. And during the time I went to prison, strong was preyed upon. The strong niggas didn't think they needed to prey upon the weak. They thing was to break a strong nigga. Nigga that supposed to be stoned down.
What was the hardest truth you had to learn about your life in prison?
That was never coming home. I had to accept that I was never coming home. My time, she said 2091. Every month I got a time sheet. It said 2019-91. Yeah, that was crazy. Every month I had to look at that. So my mind frame was totally different than the average person. So I allowed the prison system become my streets in Fort Worth, Texas. And in doing so, I put my heart and body at my feet and focus on surviving life. Refuse to let anybody hurt me. So I did the hurt and made it was cruel and heartless as possible. And even if it did make me flinch, it was hurtful to me. I didn't let nobody know it was hurtful to me. I don't fuck with nobody, but if you fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck you over in the worst way. Shit crazy. Just made to sit up and think about shit. And when I came to the world, first thing person said, leave everything in the penitentiary. That what kept me alive and surviving. But it's 2.5 years. How can I live somewhere for 31 years and come out here and leave it behind? That's impossible. That's like asking a nigga forget his first shot of pussy. He'll never forget that. Ever. I can never forget them 31 years. Ever. And it's 33 years since I committed that crime. Shit crazy, crazy. But life be life.
Yeah, it definitely be life, and boy.
Man, life be life. Ain't no blueprint. Ain't no manuscript. Man, you can't even call Google. You can't even Google life.
Can you chat GBT?
Huh?
Can you chat GBT life?
Man, you can't even chat EBT life. Can't nobody come up with an answer to life.
Bro, why do you think so many young people glorify the lifestyle right now that's getting them all into prison?
They don't know.
What you mean? There's so many prison stories that they could watch on YouTube. What you mean they don't know?
Because, bro, the way dudes do prison life now, the phones used to be secret. Now the phones, dudes ain't caking no more. They want to go viral. They show viral moment, creating their own name and all those stuff. Bro. It's a social media life. So it make prison look fun. Cause you know, when I went to prison, as you said, who greeted me, whatever, it was the niggas I growing up on the streets with. When I hit the unit, it was the niggas right there. Hey man, what's up, bro? What's up, big homie? So then, you know, you have to go down now. You know, if a nigga doing 4, 5 years in prison, he ain't learning shit. But you got those that, hey man, they ain't finna trade that king size bed in for a ball. I mean, 5-foot ball. They not. Make one time, shake them up, make them tired. Got some people that, hey man, only thing they know, their mama sold dope, now she smoked dope. Their daddy sold dope, now he shooting dope. Their grandmama used to go everything, now she got her life together. Now she in church praising the Lord. But all this ain't as strong yet. His cousin selling dope, you know. So what else is he gonna do? Cause he don't know better. Then he dropped out of school. So what can he do? What can he get? Then he go fill out a job application. He making a job. They want to pay him $600-700 a week. And he looking at his partner. He riding around with $20,000 in his pocket every day. Help me make sense out of that. And you looking at him, the police ain't fucking with him. He riding around having fun. He riding around in a $100,000 car. Got $100,000 worth of jewelry, staying in $1 million home, and you his partner. And every time you go over there, he giving you a bankroll. And say, don't worry about him, my nigga. I know it's hard for you. Keep working, my nigga. They don't ever give up. He steady telling you something positive to do, but you looking at him and you looking at this money. See, that money make you skip the process.
What's the process you feel like you skipped?
Shit, in a rush fast. It's like you getting on the freeway, the speed limit saying 70, but you getting on the freeway at 40, but you looking to go get on the freeway at 70. You destined to wreck because you shooting up on that freeway like a goddamn mechanic. You destined to wreck. Same way with life. When you skip the process, you destined to wreck. How can you have sex with a woman you don't pull her panties out? You destined to wreck. That's gonna be a messed up situation on both of y'all behalf. You scoring both of y'all up. Why? Because you did not go through the process of illumination.
Um, was there ever a moment you realized that prison was teaching you something?
I realized the prison was teaching me something from the time I got handcuffs put on me.
What was that?
Shit, in the county jail, because I turned myself in. But when I went in the county jail, I started learning something.
What made you turn yourself in?
Shit, they was turning my mama house up.
Mm.
See, I got a mama. We call her Mama God Secretary. You know, you gave her the name
Yeah,
God Secretary.
that's God's secretary,
So
right
she
there.
ain't gonna uphold no wrongdoing. If you made your bed, you gotta make it up and lay it. She ain't gonna hide shit, nothing. No, you need to turn yourself in. Cause these folks tearing my house up looking for you.
Mm-hmm. How was How was the guards? You know, I hear different stories about how guards
Well,
treat people.
guards, bro, number one, got them guards. That's hardcore. Got them guards lenient. Everybody got their own method of control. It's just like you have a partner. He cool with you, but he tough with somebody else. But you're like, nigga, why you acting tough? You know you acting tough. Same way with the prison guards. But then I learned the art that everybody got a weakness. It's up to you to figure out that weakness. So I studied the guards. Number one, they left out of prison every day. So a dude that slept in the prison with me, I didn't give a damn about him. I got a damn about the person that exited the prison. I didn't care who you was. Chopper, guard, bread truck driver, whoever you was. I looked for that weakness in and see how could I benefit. Everybody wasn't coming through there with drugs or whatever. Yeah, some people just go bring food. Yeah, some people go give you a case that they wrote on somebody. Yeah, some people just cool with you. If you need to go out and play somewhere, they gonna make sure you get there safe. So you have to figure out what you could use them for.
How was you able to survive? Like, you know, did you have to move, or was once you got from county to where you was going, that's where you spent your time, or did you?
I didn't move unless I wanted to. When I moved, it wasn't by force. It was by choice. I always did something that was heartless to somebody. So they shipped me. It wasn't that I did 31 years bounce around the system now. My name been K White since day one. And youngster on the streets. People that know me from young, from forever ago. If a nigga called me youngster, he was down there, you know. We growed up together. We ran the streets together, cut our teeth together. Nigga called me K White, penitentiary.
Do you ever feel like, you know, because you were in prison, that you missed out on the opportunity to have children and be a father figure?
Well, I look at all that, bro. Hey, if I sit right here and told you that I didn't miss out on it, I'd be lying. You have to think, bro. I'm out here. I'm looking at niggas with grandkids and great grandkids and they lineage. Who would want their lineage to lead on? Ants have baby ants. Birds have baby birds. Dogs have puppies. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't I? But at this age now, I'm cautious, bro, because why? Hey, I'm 50 years old, get myself together. Well, I'll be 51 next month. But I'm getting my life together. I'm getting me together. I look like bringing a child into this world and I'm not together.
How you feel when you see some of the guys that you was down in the penitentiary with now outside on the streets? Um, do you see change in them, or do you see that penitentiary change?
Man, I see change. I see change because niggas that I know now from the penitentiary, I watch them grow up in the penitentiary. You have to understand, bro. I did 31 years. So that old nigga that was there when I got there, I became that old nigga myself. So you a met nigga that I did time with. How many of them I told you, yo, man, this nigga did 30 years with me. Everyone I introduced you to, yeah, they probably did 25, 26. I watched my motive game, the survival game. And what's so cold about it, it fall over out here. Nigga called me off, said, man, why you do this, man? How you do? What the fuck? Cause you know where they come from. I make it seem like I got it together. I got out, got my balls like I've been cutting out. You know, a whole bunch of things. I got a car. You know, then that fell through. It seemed like that I got it together. And as usual, you know, I'm giving nigga advice. I ain't gonna tell no, don't do it like this. No, don't. I'm gonna give you advice best from my perspective. Why? Because I sit back and watch.
Let's tap back into those nights. You know, I remember on our last podcast we talked about, you know, people glorifying prison on TV, Orange is the New Black, and all of those different shows, right? What was some of those nights, man, where you hear those screams and you hear the violence that's happening? What was going through your mind those nights that you heard that?
If a nigga tell you you hear screams, that mean either he had a person that had psychological problems or something next door to him, or a nigga getting the shit beat out of him in that cell. You know, some crazy shit was going on in that cell next door. But I ain't never just been woke up out my sleep from a motherfucker holler. Well, I got woke up out my sleep, nigga that ain't black outside down. He getting stabbed by a Mexican. And the first name he hollered was Mike. I heard the pain in his voice, the cry for help. And they fucked me up because it wasn't nothing I could do because I was in the opposite cell. So the only thing I did was, hey, beat on the door, make sure the laws came. The laws came. I told him get up on the bunk, let the Mexican get handcuffed. When they handcuffed the Mexican, I told them beat him to death.
So you don't, because you hear that people hear screaming, and did you ever hear like voices in your head early on when you was in prison? Because I know you did time in the hole, right?
I
So
ain't never had heard voices, bro. I ain't never talked to myself. I ain't never, you know, I'm different, bro. I don't ponder. I don't have nightmares. You know, I don't even be dreaming, my nigga. That's crazy. That's for real. I spent 31 years in prison, never had a dream. Never just broke down and cried in my sleep, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that I'm hardcore, nothing like that, bro. It's just like I just knew the situation I was in. And I didn't see no way out but the way it was. Where I look at it, hey man, you see it at what it is. If you can't do nothing about it, you just get on, put it in God's hand.
at what point in prison did you sit back and say, man, you know what? I need to change, or I want to change? Well, because I feel like a need is different from a want. So what was that moment where you say, I want to change?
2017,
Talk about it.
I got caught with a cell phone. My mama came to see me. I seen the look in her eyes that I never, ever, ever in life want to see again. She didn't have that look in her eyes when I got locked up initially. She ain't never had that look in her eyes when I was bouncing back and forth from city to clothes cussing, whatever. But that last time that woman had a look in her eyes, I had a contact vision ever since. I made sure I never seen that look again. I can't explain it. I can't come up with a word for it. Only thing I know, that look.
What do most people outside of prison often misunderstand about those who was incarcerated? When you first came out, I've been around you, so I kind of know what you had to go through.
You know
But
what they misunderstand? That they think they know.
they they think they know what.
You prison. Know what you're going through, what you do. I don't think they know what they assume you'll deal with because they've been dealing with it. So every advice, everything they say, they get from their perspective. Like right now, they want me to see a psychiatrist. Say I need some help. I told them straight up, you can find one person that could give me advice. What I've been through, can understand me honestly. I promise you I'll sit and talk to him forever. But I sent you a picture today. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I can imagine what came to your mind when you seen that picture. You know what I'm saying? Because for you to see that picture and see the person that you met, I know for a fact you can't put both of them together.
Now, actually, when I seen that picture, not until after I talked to you did I go back and really look at it while we was on the phone, and I'm like, oh, that's what that is. Cause you crafty with the internet right now.
Right.
You make photos and stuff like that, and so not until you told me to go back and really look at it. I had read it, but the backdrop I never paid attention to that. And then that's when I seen that. And then that's when I was like, damn, okay, that's crazy. But like you said, nobody knows what it's like to have to wake up to somebody laying next to you in a pool of blood or having to clean that blood up and not knowing.
No, I ain't talking about somebody. I'm talking about you. I
Well,
ain't talking about that's a single man cell.
oh yeah, I
I
see.
ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking about me.
Yeah, see. I,
Me see niggas walk around talking about how gangster it is, what they been through. You know, I ain't saying that I'm more harder, more bigger than anybody. But tell about the gruesome shit. Stop telling about the bullshit. Tell about what you really experienced. See, anytime I talk to somebody, I talk about me.
mm,
I can't tell about, hey, how John turned the Clippers on. I can tell you how I turned the Clippers on, how I worked the Shields, but I can't tell you how John would tell you, hey, go watch John, and you see what he do. But I can't tell you about me. So when I see that picture, I want you to see exactly what I experienced. See, I had my ass kicking laid up in a pool of blood and just laid up. Then you go through so much pain that you have to laugh. Then you got niggas say, nigga, you all right, cuz, you all right? And you laugh out. Man, them hoes can't fuck with me. Fuck them bitches. But you in so much motherfucking pain. And your anger is so much rage that it's unexplainable. That you suffered yourself to so much hardship just to numb the rage that's burning inside of you. See, when you say how they look, see, so many people want to talk about you instead of talk to you. So many people, they spend more time whispering about you than talking to you, learning you. But then when you sit back, they think you crazy. Oh man, that nigga fucked up nigga did 31 years. And I promise you, bro, I assure you, you know, because you're dealt with me basically since I've been home.
damn near every day.
And the seeds I planted, it's probably been successful to this day. So I'm not saying that it's been a failure, but the seeds have been successful. I sit back and watch, and I sit back and try it out. Say, hey man, the nigga do this. And you seen it on a minute level. I told you, and I told D who had the trick at the time. I said, you ain't gonna last that long. I'm gonna get it. Lee said, no, I'm gonna get it. I said, now one of y'all go get it, I'm gonna get it. I'm the only nigga sitting in the classroom told you I was better than you. Told you had the accolades, but I got the street cred, and you laughed at me,
And I'm still laughing.
and you still laugh. But guess what?
You ain't better than me.
It's in your mind frame. My mind frame, I'm better than you.
That's why
But
I'm a.
but
Hey,
the
that's.
reality is, you the only man that I call my mentor.
I know. That's why I'm gonna call you crazy every day. You gotta be crazy to think you better than me.
But then, I showed you from a small, and I didn't even scratch the surface. But as you said, because you I came in contact and know, I see that you not only study, you can watch before you respond, before you make a move on anything. I noticed you sit back and watch me in your quest to learn my mind frame for as much as you could, cause somewhat a jealousy and dislike. Because people start feeling though that I was coming between their relationship with you, not realize that their relationship with you was your relationship with them.
Yeah.
Me and your relationship is me and your relationship. You know what I'm saying? You teaching me, I'm learning. At the same time, while you teaching me and I'm learning, I'm teaching you, you learning me. Because now you actually, you probably, I ain't gonna say probably. You got people that's in the candid time, this, that, and the other. But to actually have a person hands on right there where you can actually learn from, get basic insight to learn the people that you have, it's incredible, give you a better understanding from their mental, whatever, you know, it's a different ball game. And now for me, like you say, what people learn or how they perceive it, whatever, that they fool their motherfucking self, think they can understand me.
You know, I will. I want to piggyback off of that a little bit, and the piggyback is this. For me in my position, I had to learn you because I know there's more people out there like you that need a second
Right.
chance, that need help. And if I could take somebody, it was like it was a big process. And now I tell you the process, right? Because I've never really told nobody this process. But my thing was, let me study the mindset of somebody that served a prison term this long. One. In order for me to study that mindset, I got to get close to that mindset. Then I got close to the mindset, and then it's okay, well, let me help him grow back into society without getting frustrated. Because I know you serving 31 years in prison, there's a lot of frustration that's going to come and happen. But if I could get to your mindset, I could help you in those frustrating times and talk you off that ledge. Because there's been plenty of times where me and you done sit down and talked, and I'm pretty sure I was probably the only person that you actually listened to. You know what I mean? And so that was the second part of that process. But then the other part of that process was me saying, hey, it's another K White that's going to come out, and they going to need me too. But through K White's story and through my process of learning, I'm going to be able to help that person just like I helped K White. Then the fourth part of that was everybody is going to turn down a convicted murderer. Everybody's going to turn down a felon and say that this person can't get a barber's license because of the crime they committed. You had the ultimate crime. You paid the price. You did your time. You got out. So now it's up to me to help fight that justice system in the state of Texas and any other state that I might have to help
And you know
somebody else
what's so
in.
crazy you say that? I think I'm the only barber that told the honest truth on my barber license. Well, I know the ones I came in contact with was like probably 50 of them. This for real, bro. And they can't believe I got my license with a murder case.
That's because, listen,
And they actually asked me, man, why you telling the truth? Because it was probably like about a 6 months process of wait for me to get my license.
But we did. But hold on. Think about this. They asking you like you crazy,
Right.
but they crazy for not telling the truth to even see if they
See,
could get an opportunity at life. Because they're gonna be the same people that turn around and say, "Man, fuck the justice system." They
and you
don't
know
even.
what? And this is what I told him. I said, say, bro, you lied on them licenses. You just gave them an opportunity to come back at any given time and revoke your license.
1,000%.
Any given time, any given moment, anytime TDLR come up in there, they can say you lied on this. Your license are revoked.
Yeah,
You can't get no more license.
right. But now think about this. Your license ain't gonna get revoked. You was a case study to help the next person behind you. You are also you're a pioneer as a felon, as a convicted murderer. You are a pioneer, whether if you know it or not. No matter if they call you and tell you the pioneer, but you are a pioneer of someone that served that amount of time for that crime, got a legit barber's license, and also understood the power of mentorship when you never had one. That's the difference, right? And the power of mentorship is important because I wasn't going to let you lie on that paperwork. Because if I would have let you lie, then I'm doing a disservice for you and your family. But then on the other flip side of that is that people don't understand. All you got to do is communicate and talk to the people that you want to go up against. When you wanted to go to BarberCon, you was like, man, my PO ain't gonna let me go. They's tough. I said, man, call them on the phone and let me talk to them. I told them people I take full responsibility of me. I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna take him with me. His mama gonna
go.
pick him up.
They say go.
And they said go. But you thought the whole time they was gonna say no. I done wrote letters. We done called them people together on three-way. We've done everything to show that somebody believed in you. And I think that's the problem. So many people, so many men, so many women get out of incarceration and nobody is willing to stand up because of their judging them off their past or what they thought that person was, instead of actually sitting down and taking the time to handle them with care, to understand the mindset and what they going through. Because damn, bro, I had to help you learn how to work an iPhone.
So I was the only person in class with an Android.
I had to tell you
The
to get
only person in class with an Android.
and think about this. We laugh and joke about it, but I knew you had that penitentiary mindset still because you free, but you still standing inside the building when you could open the door and walk outside. You would stand by that window and just look until one day I looked at you. I said, "Hey, bro, you free.
You
You
open
can
that
walk
door,
outside.
He said, come
Go.
on, you free.
Yeah, come on, go outside." But it's that type of thing. So that mindset that you still have that incarcerated mindset. And it was days that you didn't smile. It was days you was frustrated, but it was days that you never stopped showing up. And you showed up every day. You used barber school as the fuel to make sure that you was gonna be all right. Hey, look, I got him crying on camera.
No.
Oh yeah, I got it. No, I got it on camera. You crying. Listen, bro, but that's why I said, yo, I'm gonna do so much for him because it was about the people that you pioneering for. It wasn't just
You know
necessarily
what?
you.
You said that, bro. And this right here is crazy, bro. I said this right here is crazy, right? That you said I'm a pioneer. Cause I ain't even look at it that way. Cause I'm sitting there, I be talking to the dude. They like, man, how you got that? You did that? If my thing was, man, my shit over 30 years old, man. Folks ain't going that far back. But me knowing reality is that they going as far back. They not going. They going through everything with a fine tooth comb. You got people on top of people on top of people on top of them people before they sit out to find the paperwork. But a lot of people don't know, man. Don't you know I'm the first person in prison, the only person in prison. I don't know. Probably it happened since I left. They went from a level 3 ag sig to being an officer bar. There's never been happened in history, and I had a murder case. Only thing they wouldn't do, give me no shoes to work with. So that's how I learned clip overcome. I taught myself. They would not give me shoes because I had a murder case. So I was a pioneer there. And people couldn't understand it to the point where I had to wear a snitch jacket and everything.
Oh, we ain't even you. I didn't even know you had a snitch jacket on you.
Man, them niggas put the snitch jacket. I couldn't even understand.
Why they put a
I
snitch?
stabbed a nigga.
Why they
I
put?
had an F5
Why they
on
put
my
a
way
snitch
home.
jacket on you?
Because I became an officer barber. I was an officer barber. You know what I'm saying? And they couldn't understand because anybody that know me through prison know I was a mover and shaker. Anything you want, I knew how to get. You know, and that was crazy. So when I became an officer barber, didn't know it messed everybody up. It even fucked me up. I called mama and everything. Mama, these folks finna send me back to high security. They ain't did nothing. She said, baby, what you do? Only you and God know what you did. I said, Mama ain't did nothing. She called the phone. She said, I don't know. She called her back and forth on the phone. I'm about ready. I couldn't understand. I said, man, these phones I'm messing with. And came back and hunted me. I don't take pictures of anything. And come over, I got shipped over there as an officer bar. I didn't understand. I actually thought I was doing something wrong. I did something wrong. And I did something right.
Look how that turned out, right? You went from the bottom of the barrel to the barrel top. You feel me?
But I became, say, man, I ran a whole building, a whole penitentiary institution. I ran. Not saying that I had keys or anything. I controlled the staff. They want to hire somebody to come back there, SSI or cook or whatever. They laundry, they ask me. Say, okay, white man, what's up with this nigga? I got I-60. If I didn't know him, I had somebody who knows say, man, what's up with this nigga? Check him out. What's going on? I said, man, we don't need them over. I don't even send I-60 back. We don't need it. Ain't nothing to talk about. And that was crazy. I had officers bring me babyless clippers. I built my own barbershop. I built my own barbershop in prison. Whoever thought that? And now that's what it is. A church. I changed. I let people know I changed.
Did you attend church while you was in prison?
I ain't gonna say every Sunday, but I attend church. But my last, like 3 years in prison, like 19 or whatever, I started watching Michael Todd.
Mm.
I was able, I'm talking about all the Miles Monroe book, Corruption Dollar, T.D. Jakes. I'm talking, man, my mama sent me so many different motivational speakers. There was pastors or bishops or whatever. But the only one that grasped my attention was Michael Todd. You say he had crazy faith. I said, that's the kind of faith I got. See, to the average person, majority of people, I'm messed up. Because if you do something to me, I'm going to hurt you and tell God, why you do that? Why you praying this man? You knew what I was going to do. I ain't mess with nobody. I'm minding my own business. And Michael Todd, that what he stressed, crazy faith. And I identified with it because it was no judgment. It wasn't like he was forcing, trying to pour the thing on you. Just, man, just said something that connected with me. I used to have, this for real, man, I had officers. I used to sit up in my barbershop. And the stuff mama used to send me, I used to set it on the table in the barber shop. And the officer used to come in and they would, okay, where you get this good literature at, man? Oh, you can take it with you, it's good. You know, I'm cool. They used to come down there and every day at 10 o'clock, they would come see if I got Michael Tyler. Okay, what he talking about today? So I don't know, man. Sit down, man. You got 5 minutes. Let me see. I can't stay long. I said, oh, man. And they come back to what you just said about being a trailblazer, setting the standards. I didn't even know. So now, see, it's a lot of things that goes on now make me think about then, how relevant I was then to now. Even now, you used to pull me out of class and talk to me all the time. You say, nigga, why you walk around here like you a regular nigga? Nigga, you ain't regular, ain't nothing. And I used to be like, man, what you talking about, nigga? You like, no, bro, no, you don't understand. But I refuse to understand. Cause it's even now. It's like today. I was over there in detail law. And these two, I call the young dudes YNs, you know. I said, these two YNs they put up. So I'm up there, I go up in detail law. I was talking about haircuts. So I asked these young dudes, I said, man, what's up, man? You cut your hair? And when I said they turned around, he said, on game, bro. Bro, look, on game. On game. I said, on game. You know, I'm looking like, man, what? They said, man, no, this can't be happening, bro. No. I was like, bro, what's going on? What's going on? So I started making it comical, you know, because I'm silly. So I like, oh man, these young niggas right here, they trip out. So, you know, I went had them laughing and stuff. I said, nah, bro, literally, bro, look, bro, they pulled it up. And that's me. I said, damn. And they said, man, we coming over to get our, we come. I said, man, you said some real shit. For real. I called my daddy. I said, damn, I said something back this nigga called his daddy. That fucked me up. Here it is. I'm looking to get myself together, working on me. And this man said I said something, made him call his daddy and talk to his daddy about what I said. That was a whole nother loop there.
Hey, you know, like I said, I told you before, man, you got a lot of eyes on you. You just don't know it. The world is in a place where they gonna watch but not speak. They either praying on your downfall or they want to see you succeed. But they not gonna tell you either way.
Either way.
But that's why I would always tell you, bro, you different. You different. And I will always tell you, use your story to help somebody else. Because your story is a great story, even though you had to go through that bad. Because now look at it. You're not going through the bad.
You know what's so crazy? Them dudes in the barbershop with them youngsters, cause they been in the shop like 20 years, bro. 15, 20 years. I think the last one, like Miles, he been up there like 10, 15 years. But majority of them dudes that's in their 20s got kids and think they watch them grow up. They watch the little boys in high school and stuff. You got some that come through there, they pretty hard cases, man. You know, when I talk to them, and they send them to me. Yeah, you niggas want to talk about how hard I go. Yeah, go back there. Go back there. I'll let it. Yo, K did 31 years. Ooh, I like, man, come on, tell it. You know, man, now it's like they admire action figures, superheroes. Man, you did, man, for real school. Hey, man. Then when I had my monitor, you had a couple of them come up to me. I said, Dad, we twins. I looked dead at them. They ain't tired. You can look at them and tell you're not tired.
What you
But
mean they not tired?
shit, they still enjoy life. See, you enjoying life, but you enjoying life on a different magnitude. See, the sacrifices that you make ain't detrimental. They're helpful to your growing in life, to your providing your family. See, I ask people all the time, what's three things that everybody do in life you can't do? You can't live life without doing those three things. You know what it is? Donald Trump do it, Lust do it, Musk, whatever his name is, Bill Gates, Barack Obama, your dad do it. You know, everybody do it. Everybody, Mama God, everybody do it. It's three things. It's decisions, choices, and sacrifices. And nobody, a person can't hear or see or talk, still gotta make decisions, choices, and sacrifices. Then it come back to being aware of your decisions, choices, and sacrifices. See, you aware of your decision, choices, and sacrifices. That young nigga with that ankle monitor on, he's not even aware. So how you gonna be tired? You got tired of your upbringing life. You grew up in Long Beach. You looked around and you got tired of it, so you moved on to better. So your decision, choice, and sacrifice wasn't detrimental. You made sure it wasn't going to be detrimental, but it was sacrifices. And look where you at now. Every time you wake up, every time you make a decision, a choice on a contract that you sign, you're making a sacrifice to fulfill that contract.
Speaking of YNs, this,
Man, them niggas crazy, man. Them niggas be young when I was their age. I'm scared of them.
yeah, they different.
Man, shit, them niggas kill you, record them killing you. Record every bullet that come out the gun and have a rap song for every time that fire come up out the barrel of that gun.
And take a picture of you and send it to
And
you.
take a picture of you while he laying there talking to you while you did it. Why you made him do you like that? You know you that nigga. These
Yeah.
niggas, and be rapping and say these niggas, they different. They call them demons.
Yeah, they definitely demons.
I don't even
They,
say they demons, man. I just say they different.
bro, they are there's no guidance, no leadership. They don't
Well, how can
have
you have guidance and your mama listen to the same music you listen to?
well, they
Your
mama only
daddy,
10 years older
your
than them.
daddy in the same club that you in. Your grandmama drinking what you drinking. See, they grandmama ain't my deal. See, they grandmama my age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They mama like 34, 36 or something. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If they all together. They come back where I said earlier. You got a nigga getting out the penitentiary. He going back. His mama used to sell dope, but now she smoking dope. His dad was one big time nigga, but now he shooting dope. Grandmama did everything up on the sun, but she got her life together. Now she's the usher of the church. You know what I'm saying? Then his aunt, his uncles, them, they still in the street float. Then he got cousins and brothers, them, now they running the neighborhood. So where he gonna go to?
I got a question for you. Like I said, speaking about the YNs, how would you describe the cost, the years, the relationships, the freedom that young men don't even think about before it's too late?
You can't describe. You can't describe. Because I can only tell you from my point of view in hopes that you see what I see. But what is hope? Hope is like you reach your hand up and grab this earth. It's nothing in your hand. So if he ain't, that's where it come from. If he ain't tired yet. See, it's just like when you first met me, you looked in my eyes, you seen the determination, the drive of not want to go back to the penitentiary. I want to do better with learning. You see that I was tired. You know, I'm gonna bring up this nigga name, bro. You been head over heels for this young man, and I watched it. Even after I left, you still reached out to him. Even when you seen it was frivolous, but with your interaction with him and your interaction with me, you even brought him in the office where all three of us talked at one time. Even then, you seen that you was beating a dead horse. But yet, you found some type of way to get that horse to live. That horse didn't want to live. You remember JT, Dalen, and their partner?
Mm-hmm.
You did everything in your power to help this man. And I looked at, I thought his experience of making change his life around. But when he told me where he was from, and we sat out there on the bench and we talked, and I seen that only way you could get his attention, you had to show him. See, he used to always do that. Okay, well, I do this to you, do that. I said, man, you're going to lose your life, bro. And every time I talked to him, I made sure that he understood it wasn't no laughing matter. Because he's one of them type of young niggas, one of them YNs. That you have to let it know. And every time I let him know, he used to always, man, goddamn, man, you tripping like that? No, I can't play with you. Because you feel like you defied life. He got shot over 9 times from his ankles to his earlobe. So a person like that, you can't tell that he had to become tired himself. And I seen him at the barber shop next to Detail. I said, man, what's up? He came. He said, man, let me hold up. I knew they was looking for a way out. I gave him a way out. He said, man, come on, I'm finna go up and give me something to eat. I didn't go no goddamn well. And right to this day, I haven't seen him not even come back to that Detail. Because I asked him, you ain't cutting hot no more. Oh, man, you ain't cutting hot no more. You ain't tired.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like you say, some of them just got to get tired.
You have to be tired, bro. Your mama could talk to you, daddy could talk to you, uncle talk to you, and your homeboy talk to you tired. Or you just wake up one day and say, hey, man, I got to do something different. Or a tragedy can happen to you and you be tired. See, that tiredness come in all different form of fashion. But best believe when you see a tired nigga, you gonna know he tired.
That's funny. When you see a tired nigga, you gonna know he tired. Yeah.
You gonna know he tired.
Yeah.
See, me and my partner, we call him has-been. You come on over to the has-been and say, we old war horses. See, like right now, everybody think about my past reputation from 31 years ago. And they're associated with today's mind frame. you know what that tells me? They both fucked up than me.
Hey, every real step of feet start to hurt.
My feet ain't even starting to hurt yet.
Nah, they already hurt. You changed your shoes because you was tired.
I was tired. I
Uh,
got so tired when I scratched the top of my head, my eyes automatically closed. Because I was tired.
hey, man, that's crazy. Man. So let's talk about progression. Let's talk about moving forward. Um, let's talk about it. When you look back, what's the one thing you wish someone had told you before you stepped into the system? Or was there anything anybody could have said to you?
I'm tell you like this, bro. I ain't being disrespectful or nothing, John. But a man looking forward ain't got time to look back for shit. You put all that shit past me in your Rolodex so you don't go for the same shit again. You know what I'm saying? So I learned not one time in our duration I ever asked you, say, John, how you hold your clippers like this? How you do the shears like this? How you cut like this? This, that, and that. It's one thing I ever asked you that I'm cutting out. That's when I seen you use a fall shave to go over the top of a person's head on a tape or a ball fade. I said, man, why is you not plugging them? You say it's meant for short hair. I have yet to ask you anything else since then.
Bro, why you putting my game out there, bro?
Well, hey, man. Well, what's so cold about it? Ask me where I snitch on a nigga. I tell you, hell no, I ain't no snitch. If I heard it is, I dry snitched on you. I straight up told it.
Nah, that's one of them old tricks, man.
Yeah.
Just
But then I learned it because I never seen it before.
yeah.
You know, even right now in the barbershop, I see dudes go over dudes' head with shears on the taper fade. With shears, what the fuck are you cutting? You ain't doing nothing to make a person feel good.
Yeah.
You know, but the progression part come in, me being released from prison, me erasing my mind from the time I stepped out the gate and telling myself, it's learning, school time,
Mm-hmm.
school time. You know, it's been school time.
Every day is
Two and a
school
half
for you.
years.
Yeah,
School
every day.
time.
Every day is school. Every day is
When you
school.
say every day, nigga, every second. Every second, I'm getting asked a question. It's not even getting asked a question. I see something with a question mark. That make the question get asked within me. And I'm so ashamed because if I open my mouth and ask questions, I'd be a motor mouth motherfucker. Say, nigga, shut the fuck up. God damn, why you got to ask so many questions? So, I'm smush mouth. I sit back looking like and watch. So you got a problem with what I'm doing. Then I looked at you, which you don't know I looked at you and I'm duplicating what you doing.
Well, then that must mean, damn, you on your way to greatness.
Shit, that's all I'm about to see. And when you ask me in school, K White, what's your ceiling as a barber? I said, there is no ceiling for me, there is no roof. So when you look up, I see the sky. And you just looked at me, you said, I still remember you looked at me, you shook your head, you said, that's interesting. And you walked out the room.
And I told you earlier in this interview, I was studying you like you were studying the world. But I just knew I had to get you adapted to the world. And that's all I did.
Yeah, I know I got to adjust and adapt to the world.
Yeah. And you did
That's
it
what,
though. You still
what I'm
doing
doing.
it. And but that's not just you. That's everybody walking this earth, bro. The way our world is set up right now, we all walking, adapting, and
I'm
redirecting. And
saying, how you understand this? And so many people, they be like they got it all figured out.
You saying how do I? How do I?
I'm saying, bro, you looking at you understanding, you see, hey, people figuring out they adjusting, adapting on the fly. But people act like I'm supposed to know right now.
Yeah, because they feel like you had 31 years to sit back and do nothing. That's why. But it's a lot. It take a lot, bro. It take a lot to come from the position you was in to learn how to reintroduce yourself to a grown man's world when you went in as a kid. You know what I mean? You went in as a kid and came out a grown man. You learned how to be a grown man inside of a place with a bunch of grown men. Look, he old. I keep trying to tell him he over here yawning on the interview.
I learned how to be a man, still learn how to be a man amongst a bunch of kids that had to be men themselves and a man involved, were supposed to be a man involved. That was barbaric. That you had to learn on the fly. You could ask a nigga, say, man, how you be a man? This nigga been up there since he was 17, his goddamn self. Now he 34. So how can he tell you how to be a man? He done grown. It's just all day and say, man, mind your own business. Keep your mouth shit. And let's go help you make it through the penitentiary, man. What the fuck? I just asked you how to be a man. You told me to mind my own business.
Okay, well, he's getting late, bro.
Hey, man, it was good.
Hey, listen.
Fun. And those that want to see me, check it out. BarberCon, September the 7th. So I'm going to attend BarberCon earlier that day. But on that same day, September the 7th, which is a Sunday, from 7 to 10, it's a comic mic drop going on at All-Star Barbershop, 2238 North Collins, Arlington, Texas, man. Ain't no prize or nothing, just exposed. If you're a comic, you think you rock it. And I'm a barber. You can also come find me at the same place. All-Star Barbershop, 2238 North Collins, Arlington, Texas.
Hey, look, it's been a pleasure, bro. I'm gonna give you your flowers. You know what I mean? Because it ain't easy readapting to life. It ain't easy dealing with the trials and tribulations of going in as a kid, coming out as a grown man, and understanding how to navigate and learning how to navigate. Getting your barber's license the legit way, not just cutting in the kitchen or in somebody's barber shop that's just letting.
Curves. I done been no corner jump, no curves. Get to them, I got to.
Yeah, you got to it. And you didn't miss a day of school.
Not one day.
Leaving.
Like you told me, I made history, not missing.
Yeah, you ain't missed not one day, and that ain't been done. So that's big. That let me know you was tired. You know what I mean? You would come to school, go to parole, come back, and do all of that stuff, but you never missed. And so that's why I say I got to give you your flowers, bro, because you was determined to change the narrative, not just of you, but somebody else. Like I said, as a trailblazer, you was determined.
Well, bro, when I look at, I'm the mule pulling the wagon. Even the dudes that done got out of prison, white, black, Mexicans, what have you, bro, they came in contact with me. That's out here in this world. I'm the one holding the torch, bro. I'm the one that's encouraging. Yeah, they family supports and whatever, but I'll be the one to say, man, keep on, man. Yeah, that job, yeah, man, go on, man. I never tell them to switch it up, I tell them to keep on, man. No matter how hard the hill may look, how steep it may get, or how muddy the roads get, man, your foot might get stuck, but you got to stand your ground and keep on trudging, man. You can't give up. Give up is to lose. You stood up on the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Shit, this out here ain't shit, man. At all.
Yeah.
But it's some shit.
It is.
Yeah.
So right there, man, we just going to end that interview right here, man. We got to save room for a part 3 because I know people going to ask us for it. And it's more, So as you keep learning this way to navigate, we're going to keep talking. So I appreciate you jumping on the podcast again, bro, and sharing your story because your story is a story that young men got to hear, grown men got to hear, more people got to listen to what to do and what not to do and how to do it. And as long as you keep talking and sharing your story, man, you're gonna go down in history. You know what I mean? So keep being a light for somebody, keep being positive, keep putting out them trash haircuts you do. And yeah, we gonna end it right there. Don't say nothing else. Why you ain't gotta say nothing else?
Man, I can't let you get it this last one talking about my trash haircuts, man. Only thing I can tell you, man, as long as you keep calling them trash, that mean, hey, man, I'm progress.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.